Greetings, everybody. So I am still in New Orleans right now, in Louisiana, where food is incredible here. There's a lot of really interesting sort of combinations of cultures that have created food here. And what I have here today are, well, the first thing I have to show you is red beans and rice tortilla chips. Red beans and rice is a very Louisiana sort of thing. A lot of the local restaurants here will serve it. The Creole restaurants or Cajun restaurants will serve it, where you get like a bowl of rice with red beans on it. Red beans and rice is such a major thing here that there is even red beans and rice flavored things like these chips here. One thing that's a little deceptive about it, though, is that in the ingredients, I don't see rice. There's red beans in it. Red bean. Oh no, there's rice. Never mind. Yeah, they flavored the corn chips with rice. I think if you were to make the chips out of rice entirely, it maybe would make more sense, but this probably will taste better. And to go with that, what better salsa than a Cajun salsa? The only thing that kind of stands out to me in the ingredients, it's all normal things: diced tomatoes, jalapeno, green onion. It has olive oil in it, so that's kind of interesting. And lemons, not limes. All right. It's really good. It's got a little bit of a kick to it also. So they try to replicate the spices that they put in the red beans and rice a little bit too. That's nice. You definitely get the bean flavor. Putting rice in a corn chip is just kind of odd. You would think that the rice flavor would not really come out. It tastes more like a corn chip. It does taste like a corn chip, but I am getting a little bit of that rice flavor also. It's kind of odd, but it's good. And I like that these are spicy too. It's not just, you know, a bean and rice. It is actually the dish, red beans and rice, along with the spices that would have gone in it. This is a little weird. It smells a little bit like tomato sauce. So salsa mixed with tomato sauce. Like those sorts of seasoning. It's like the lemon and the olive oil are enough to kind of like tip it over a little bit in that direction. Also, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it is very oily. The oil is just like all over the top of it. And that is not typical of regular salsa. Regular salsa I don't think has like any oil or very little oil in it. So it's kind of odd. It does not taste like your typical supermarket salsa. I would not identify this as sauce, but it does have a tomato sauce taste mixed into it. It's interesting that just not putting lime in there and adding oil to it can alter the flavor so significantly. Although there is a citrus element in here, even though it's lemon and not lime, there isn't that much of a citrus flavor in here. And I think if you get salsa from, you know, a jar at any supermarket, like Pay Salsa or whatever, it would have a little bit more tartness to it, a little bit more of a lime flavor in there. This one is like mostly getting tomatoes. Yeah, so these things are actually really good. They're different too. It's not like hugely different. I mean, they are definitely identifiable as chips and salsa, but it definitely has its own like subtle, unique spin to it. And it's nice. So yeah, if you're in the area here, pick it up. It's definitely worth checking out. But before I go, I do have boiled peanuts. Boiled peanuts are something that I've had before. I've had it a lot. I like these a lot, but they're not very common outside of the southern United States. I've seen it elsewhere. You know, actually in Malaysia, I found boiled peanuts for sale at an amusement park there. You can find it, but it's not everywhere. It's definitely a regional sort of thing. This is not specifically a New Orleans thing or Louisiana thing. This is just a southern United States sort of thing. This, in fact, was not made in Louisiana. This was made in South Carolina. And what you do with this, though, is you don't just eat it straight out of there. You gotta heat it up. And there you go. These are spicy, too. You can see the little chili flakes on there. Looks really good. I've never had spiced ones before. In case you wanted to know what the inside of a peanut looks like. There you go. They have a kick. Really salty, really spicy. These things are great. Like, I can eat this entire thing, like, no problem. What's nice about it is it's not like what you think a peanut tastes like. It doesn't taste so much like peanut butter or anything like that. It's not like a roasted peanut. It's more like a bean. It's kind of like if you were to take a peanut and a chickpea and like mix them together. It's a flavor that exists inside the peanut that few tap into because the most common way of having it is roasted. And roasted is great, but it's so different than this. And honestly, I like this better than a roasted peanut. So yeah, if you've never had a boiled peanut, have a boiled peanut because these things are amazing. Okay, so I think that's all I have to say today. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. I would like to give a shout out to Smarter Every Day, AltPod, and the Harbor Leaf Tea Company. They are mega patrons over on patreon.com. If you haven't heard of it, patreon.com it's how this channel happens. It's how I can afford to keep this YouTube channel going. So if you haven't checked it out, please take a moment to go into the description below and click the link there. I also have t-shirts for sale over at my web store. A link to that is in the description as well. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.